So here's the temple. When we first encountered this, it was through an ad. So basically on my first ever ad Saturday stream, we encountered basically what you're seeing right now, the weird glowing light, the creepy darkness around it. That's pretty much what the ad looked like. We clicked on it and pretty much we entered a game and we saw, oh, it's all mysterious, it's all horror like, the music and everything. It was very creepy. And what was interesting about it is that we encountered random numbers, random rooms, and then we ended up realizing, oh wait, this is not a horror game, it's a myth game. And in case you don't know what myths are, they're pretty much mysterious characters or places that are in the Roblox platform. They have no explanation behind it. They're just meant for discovery and all that. Really creepy stuff. Anyways, the description says there is much more to come. That implies that this game is not finished. It isn't, by the way, it is not finished. But the creator behind it, Horace Scott. So I want to briefly go over him and his little pals, because in order to understand the temple, you gotta really understand this person. I mean, currently there's not that much information on the character himself, so you're really not gonna get too much information on the temple. But nevertheless, Horace Scott is the creator, and immediately upon entry, you encounter the colors, man, the black and white. I don't know if that's supposed to symbolize duality, you know, good and evil or anything, or if they're just basic random colors they just so happen to pick, but I'm pretty sure they do have a representation. Anyways, town is beginning to form. In case you want to know what that's referencing to, he's referencing to his little model right here, the town, and basically it says a home of us all. I don't know. It's in the creation, it's in the works, so there's nothing there for us to look at other than the fact that he's creating something new. But it's about me, obviously his name, Horace Scott, role master. He's pretty much the head, if you will, of everything that goes on. Location, town / temple, so he's pretty much in and out through the town and the temple. His age is private. We cannot determine his age, nor can we determine the age of the temple when this took place. But anyways, and his quote, "We are united as one," which is referencing to his little pals here. So okay, and here we have Sublachers, so pretty much the guardson of the temple. Now I tried looking up this word guardson because it sounded like guardian to me, and I'm pretty sure that's what it means, guardian of the temple. But I tried looking it up and I just found some really mixed results, so I can't give you 100% on as to what that means, but just seeing the word guard in there automatically makes me think of guardian, so I'm pretty sure they're just the guardian of the temple, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyways, their about me is basically name, Sublachers, role, guardson, location, same thing, town / temple. Their age is also private, and of course their quote, "Within the shadows." I don't know what's the meaning behind this person, but interestingly enough is that they're only friends with Horace Scott, and however Horace Scott's were friends with all these other people, so it's kind of weird how they're not that this Sublachers person is not friends with the other two, so I don't know. Anyways, let's move on to the second person. The second person is named Forthcome. This person is actually new, by the way. This person did not exist when I first encountered the temple. Anyways, Forthcome, role, servant, location, same thing. Age is also private, and of course their quote, "Best servant in the temple." Their colors are immediately different. So this one, I don't know if it's because of their role, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But yeah, man, this person is also shrouded in mystery. Interestingly enough, only friend is Horace Scott. They're not friends with the other. They're not. I don't know if there's just a lack of correlation or if they forgot to friend each other. I don't know, but the only friend this person has is a Horace Scott. So it's really weird to me. But yeah, by far there's nothing here. It's just this is brand new. Person's brand new, so you're gonna have to forgive me on the pronunciation of this character. I think it's Julio Torre. At first I thought it was like a Spanish name, Julio Torre or something like that, but nah. I think it's Julio Torre. I don't know. Anyways, his little thing here, "Are you still there?" I don't know what that's referencing to. Anyways, of course, name Julio Torre. His role is guardson, same thing as Sublachers. Location, town / temple. Their age is also private. And here's his quote, "We are within the truth." I don't know, but anyway, same thing here. Only friends with Horace Scott. They're not. They for some reason the others are just not associated with one another except just through Horace Scott. It's so weird to me. So like, yeah, I don't understand it. And of course, it's just so strange how these people are not really like friends with one another, but their only association is just through Horace Scott. So it's pretty creepy, man. I really don't get it. Anyways, that's enough on the characters surrounding the town and the temple. Anyways, let's just get into the game itself. So immediately upon entry, there is nothing but blackness. There's creepy music playing in the background. Sounds like a I don't know, like a dinging sound in the background. But yeah, and then there's sort of like this magical sort of, I don't know what that sound is, but anyways, just look up a little bit, just look around. It's kind of weird where you spawn, but anyways, your first tool is obviously the lantern, so that pretty much will illuminate you. And immediately behind you is a door. So there's these strange lights. Now, on these lights, I don't know what they're supposed to mean or symbolize or whatever, dude, but they're there, and I feel like they're the main capture point of the temple because they're in the thumbnail. They're clearly the main point of the whole thing. And usually the symbolic meaning behind light usually means truth, goodness, and all that. That's pretty much what it surrounds on. That pretty much ties in back to Giulio Torre, where he says we are within the truth. So I'm pretty sure that's the meaning behind this light. I actually don't know 100% though, because there's nothing in the temple that really indicates as to what the purpose of this thing is. And the illumination isn't even good. It's really bad. It only illuminates a certain little proportion part, like just a small portion of where the light is. It only illuminates. Everything else is just dark, and I don't understand it. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all I have on these lights, other than just through their symbolic meanings. But then again, the symbolic meaning may not be that. It could just be something else entirely. But yeah, right now, as by far with the default as to what we have, there's really nothing on these lights. Okay, so looking at this door right here that you spawn pretty much behind it, if you literally look towards the right, walk through here, you'll encounter the number 4 in this far corner. Now, these numbers, I believe there's 5 digits. So basically, you gotta find these 5 digits throughout the temple, and what that basically comes to is a code. And of course, they're not in particular order, so whatever number you encounter first isn't going to be the first digit as to what you put in. But anyways, yeah, these numbers are important. They're basically numbers for a certain little panel where you got to insert a code in. So yeah, these numbers are very important. This is the only number in this room, by the way. So the number 4, that is the first digit you encounter. And of course, walking straight forward, you'll encounter these pillars. There's nothing really behind them other than for structural purpose. But yeah, basically the whole gist is to make you feel like you're in a temple, and that's what you're in. So yeah, just continue walking straight. There's nothing else in that room, by the way. That's all there is, just that number 4. Okay, so just continue walking straight forward, and eventually you'll encounter these 2 lights. Well, technically 4, but anyways, these 2 main lights right here, 1 and 2. These lead through openings right here. So here's the first door, okay, and then of course through here is the second door. Now they both lead to the same path, so don't worry which one you take, whether to the left or right. They all lead to the same way. So it leads to the sort of second main phase of the room. See this big light right here? That pretty much just shows you that, yeah, you're in the new room. So yep, like I said, here's the light source. Here's the light source again. If you go through the right, it doesn't matter. It'll take you to the same exact place. So you'll encounter these 2 lights here behind the biggest light here, which is, I find really weird because it's the biggest light in the game. I shouldn't say that. Maybe it's like the closest light to you, but yeah, other than that, yeah. Through here, there's left and then there's right. Right side, there's a little opening here, the little room through there, and then the left side, there's also another room. So let's go left first because this is a one-way room here. The other side, the right side, has a bunch of rooms in there, but there's nothing in here, by the way, in case you're wondering. So go left, okay? And you'll pretty much encounter a bench. I call this the bench room because there's just these 3 benches, and I don't know the purpose behind it, but anyways, just continue walking and you'll encounter bookshelves. They're really, I don't know if there's anything important behind the bookshelves. We tried clicking on them and we got nothing. I don't know, man. I really don't. But anyways, yeah, there's really nothing much here except for the benches. You could sit on them if you wish. Like I said, upon entry, of course, look at the bench, look diagonal right, walk all the way forward, okay? And eventually you'll encounter the number right here, which is the number 7. That is another digit. This is the second digit, so write that down. And there's pretty much nothing else for this room except just for the aesthetics of the benches and of course the number 7, which is what you're mostly going for here. And yeah, again, there's nothing in this room, so other than for the number. So you just want to go all the way back here, go through this room, and of course you're back to the big light, which is right back here. So now what you're gonna want to do is go all the way to the far right. This is a room that leads to many other rooms, so that's why I usually want you to start off with the left, because the left is pretty much just one room in general, and it's easy to get back to here. Versus this room, if you go through here first, it's going to be very difficult for you to find your way back. But the temple isn't really that complicated. You just need a bunch of muscle memory, and it's really easy to actually track down things. Okay, so immediately upon entry on this room, you'll encounter this pillar right here, okay? I want you to go right behind it because there is a number in here. Number 3. That is the 3rd digit. So now that you have that, come back here to where this door is. Okay, face the pillar again. Look left. Walk all the way down because there is another number in here. And that right here, just right underneath this bookshelf, the number 2. That is the 4th digit. And of course, there are only 2 digits in this room. So pretty much this room is done. All that's really in here are just weird bookshelves. I tried clicking a bunch of times as to like, you know, to see if there was like a code or something. I don't know. I can't find anything. It's just a bookshelf room for all I know with 2-digit codes. Okay, so let's retrace our steps just to show you what's going on. Okay, so the number 3, that obviously that's the pillar that leads back to that original room. So if you walk straight forward, okay, behind the pillar, okay, walk straight forward, dodge the other pillar. There's one other room right here on the right. However, on the far left, there's also another room. I like to call this room right here the dark room, and I just want to show you it just for the sake of showing you it because I don't know if there's anything important in this room because there really isn't. There's no digits. There's no other entry points for other rooms. It's just a bunch of bookshelves. I tried clicking on the books and I got nothing, man. I can't even get to like the highest point of the books. I don't know, man. There's just a bunch of books and that's really it. There's nothing here. So yeah, this room, I consider it pretty much unimportant, but there could be something important here. I'm not saying it's unimportant as in it's objectively unimportant. It's just that based on what I've been going through with this room, I don't find anything important in here. It's just there for, I guess, aesthetic purposes. But anyways, let's go back. Okay, all right. So let's just continue walking straight forward. And again, go back to like the pillar, which has the number 3. Okay, so that you know that you're in the right spot, and go all the way down here, which is basically the right. And in this room, you'll encounter weird statues, man. I don't know the purpose behind it, but yeah, they're there for aesthetic purposes, I guess. And also there is another digit, so if you continue walking straight here all the way down to this area right here past this pillar, okay, and now just continue walking a little bit more up, you'll eventually encounter the digit number 6, and this is the final 5th digit. So yep, write this down. Yeah, it's between the 2 statues, so that is the final digit. Okay, so go back to like this little path here, this brickway path, and just continue walking straight forward here. Okay, just walk all the way straight. You'll eventually encounter a door and a light, and of course here it is, and of course the code panel. So behind this door, I will tell you this now, there's not much there, but we'll open it for the sake of showing you it and for the sake of showing you the code. So yeah, man, here we go. We're gonna punch in the code. So really quick, by the way, remove your lamp, because when you're trying to click with the lamp, it doesn't really click on anything. So just remove your lamp really quick. Don't worry, the light source here will illuminate the panel. The code is this: 2 6 3 4 7. Click on enter. No sound effect, no nothing. Then we walk back here, and as you notice, the door is now transparent, which means you could walk through it. And of course, here's the, I guess what I would call the mysterious room, because number 1, it's incomplete. Number 2, I don't know its purpose, but immediately upon entry, you sort of notice these weird floaty glowing particles. I don't know if it's supposed to be symbolic of maybe just the little particles that come from, like, say, this source of light. I don't know if they correlate with one another or if they're just there for aesthetic purposes. I don't know. I don't know the meaning behind it. But anyways, we walk through here, you encounter a brick wall, so just walk around that and just continue walking straight. By the way, I just want to make sure to tell you that there is literally nothing beyond this point. There's nothing here. But I do want to show you, and that is this, okay? There's a statue here. There's a huge wall here. And then there's another statue here with another wall. I don't know if this is incomplete. I'm pretty sure it is, obviously, but I think this is supposed to be like a gate of some sorts. I don't know. But if you continue walking straight from here, you're not gonna encounter anything. There's nothing here in this room. It's so incomplete. And it's, by the way, it's huge. Like, if you continue walking down here, you're gonna think it's infinitesimal. But there is an end to it. It's huge. It's extremely huge. So I'm pretty sure this is meant to be like a whole nother zone of the temple. But yeah, this is all we have so far. So I'm gonna have to stop it here, guys, because honestly, there's nothing else here. But yeah, this is the temple. It's got creepy vibes, creepy music. I mean, there's so much mystery surrounding this, and it's incomplete. And I really want to discover more, man. So, and I'm hoping, actually, I'm pretty sure there is more in here, but I just can't find anything. So if you got, I thought I heard a weird noise. My bad. I got so scared. Anyways, in case you guys can't find, in case you guys want to discover more on the temple, I highly recommend you do so, because I don't know the mystery surrounding this thing, dude. I really don't. So if you can, please just look around, see if you can find anything, interact with whatever inanimate objects you can encounter. I don't know, man. I just want to know if there's anything going on here. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I don't know what that loud noise was. I don't know if I imagined it or if I heard it. I'm literally feeling so paranoid. Okay, yeah, I'm calling it here. Goodbye.